national treasure for all time. In 1986, the Kingdom of East Anglia saw the birth of their greatest son, an Anglo-Saxon warrior destined to be a champion for the ages and a national treasure for all time.
Hello, everyone. I hope you are all well this fine morning. Oh, here comes my dog. Always got to say hi to my dog. Hello. Okay, now go. Either that or lay down. Today we're going to be playing something a little bit different. The fantastic people over at Lock and Load Publishing decided to send over, because we do War and Pieces. Hey, Dan, how are you? Dutch, how are you? I promise you guys we do some war games. We're going to do some war games. Plain and simple. All right. I shut off that light over there only because I didn't want the glare, because the map wasn't laying flat, so I put the thing over it. Now, let me just move this real quick. The plexiglass over it, then I didn't want any glare. So, Zemi, how you doing? Good to see you over on Twitch. Don't forget we have Twitch, of course. We're live over on Twitch. We're dual streaming like we normally do. But Lock and Load Publishing sent me a game called Tank on Tank. They sent me a whole bunch of stuff, as a matter of fact. I've got Western Front, Eastern Front. I got the expansions for it and everything like that. And I decided to give this a little bit of a run today, this morning. I thought you guys would enjoy it. So, you know, it's early in the morning, I know. But the way I figured it is we have a lot of people that are over in Europe that are stuck in their houses, and hopefully they see this and, you know, want to see a little tank battle in the morning. Get their juices flowing. So I'm going to explain a few things along the way and what the objectives are. Hopefully I'll get this right. First, let's go to our second camera here. Okay, we have 10 turns to accomplish whatever goals. And if you guys can let me know in YouTube and in Twitch if you guys can hear and see okay. Everything's all right. These are all your terrain modifiers. If you notice, look at the piece there. And I'm going to point it out. Let me get my magic pencil here. Okay, there's a couple things I want to point out here. Look at the front arc. Okay, you see how the chit is? So if you see the way that I'll have it on the board, the chits aren't upside down. Their front arc actually is to the top of the chit. So you have to keep that because you'll get modifiers and things like that if you don't do it right. The modifiers are very simple. Each firing unit gets a +1. Any of the attacking pieces occupy a hex flanking the target gets another +1. And defenders occupying a town or wood hex, well, guess what? They're going to get a -1 to fire upon. All right. There's some differences for infantry, but we're not going to worry about that in today's game. The Germans will be going first, and the objectives. Here's all the modifiers for terrain. We'll worry about that when we get to it, and I'll explain it to you as we go. There we go. How's that sound? That sounds pretty good. All good on Twitch side. Thank you so much, Demi. And it's all good on YouTube. So I guess we really can get going here. Okay, so the Germans are down here. What the winning conditions are very simple. Okay, eliminate units from either side, or at the end of the 10th turn, whoever controls D3, J3, and L5 win the games. The majority wins, of course. So let's go a little further here. Let's talk a little bit about the chit itself. And for that, why don't we just use our ultra cool camera. All right, hold on. It doesn't want to work, really? Oh, really? Oh, God, did that freeze up? Okay. Well, that didn't work. All right, we can kind of look right over here and take a look, and I'll explain everything to you. The first number on the chit is the range that it'll have. The middle number will be the defense, and then the number to the extreme right is movement points. All right, now this runs off an action point system. Okay, so what happens is, I wonder what the heck happened to that. We'll take a look at it in a minute. Runs off an action point system. The funny thing about it, you know what? I bet you 10 to 1 these batteries finally went. No, it works. Okay. Now what happens is you start with 2 AP. Now in the box there's these little chits, and you're supposed to put them in a cup. And if you're playing somebody, they're going to pull out the chit, and they're not going to tell you how many action points you can have. You can have anywhere from 2 to 4. Now that's not a lot of action points, because an action point, you can move, you can fire. What are some of the other things here? There's not a lot of rules here, but I'll tell you this much. This is damn cool. Fire, and you can promote a piece. That's not going to play. You have headquarters, and if you lose a headquarters piece, because headquarters, you can use an AP to move if anything that's adjacent to you all in one movement, which is pretty good. But the Soviets have a special condition where they can move and fire all together and activate all 3 of their headquarters, but it costs 2 AP. It's a little risky, because if you use it all, not too good. Not too good. Let's see if we missed anything. Yeah, so you would pull those chits 2 to 4, and then you would try to make another move. And if you only had a 2 chit, well, guess what? The way it's done with this plays well solo. Yes, it does. The way it works in solo is you will do your 2 AP, and then you're going to roll a die. On a 1 or 2, you're done. And then if you try to go again on a 1, 2, or 3, you are done. So you have a 50-50 chance of continuing on. So without further ado, why don't we start this and see how this all plays out. Now, this is the first time I'm playing it. I did not get a chance to test play this, but what I wanted to do was make sure, just play it live. Now, as you can see, I wrote out in markers to remind myself some of those things. All right, and we're going to give it a go here. Let's see what happens. All right. So the first things first. I'm going to take a sip of water, like I normally do. And then we're going to take a look at the Germans. Germans don't have a lot of units here. Okay. They do not have a lot of units. Okay. Let's see if that resets it. So we get 2 AP. We want to be able... Now, I also have... We'll discuss an airstrike. I have 1 airstrike, and I can't use it till turn 3 for the Germans. So let's see what we can do here. This here acts as if the ace... I'll actually read it to you. It's kind of a special token. I gave it to the Tiger tank, and I'll tell you exactly what the ace does. If I can find it. Ace marker. I had it here. Meeting engagements with objectives. That's always important. Okay, aces. If one of the firing units is marked with an ace marker and the original attack roll is missed, the firing player gets a second bite at the cherry. He can re-roll the dice, but he must keep the new result, hit or miss. So I put that token on to our boy there just to see if that would work well. All right, so let's see how this all works out. Okay. So we've got 2 AP. I really kind of want to... Up there is going to be hard to get to, but we're going to try to get there anyways. The Panther has 2 movement. So I'm going to go 1, 2. That's going to be one of my APs. This Panther is going to use its... Actually, I can use the headquarters. It costs me 1 AP, but we get to move everybody. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to move that. We're going to go 1, 2. Then we're going to go 1, 2. All right. We don't have to stay together, but if I was to activate that headquarters again, it would have to do such. Now I have a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's counting the hex there. I can fire into this T-34 and maybe get some damage there. We have a range of 3 with these bad boys. If I could take that out, that'd be good. So for my second action, I'm going to fire. And this is 1, 2, 3, so it doesn't have anything. It has line of sight. There's nothing blocking line of sight. Mach Schultz, how are you? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And thank you everybody over at Twitch as well. I'm going to take a shot here. I'm going to fire into there. I'm going to fire into this unit. 2d6, I'm going to get +1 for firing. We're going to roll 2d6. And we roll a 7. +1 is 8. No, it has a 9. So that is 2 activation points. I'm going to attempt to move the Puma here. No, yeah, I'm going to move the... No, I'm going to move the Panther here. I want to move that into range. I'm going to see if I have additional AP. 3, I do. So I'm going to move 1, 2. Next, I'm going to try to move this Tiger for a 4th AP. On a 1, 2, or 3, I can't. And I can't. So that's the end of my activation. I think I left myself in, if I'm the Germans, I left myself in a bad position, but we shall see. We shall see how this all turns out. Okay, turn 1. Oh, yeah, you got it. The Soviets are going to go now. So, let's go back here. The Soviets can use that. they're going to move. They're going to use the activation, and they're all going to move. That's going to be one activation point off the headquarters here. So they're going to move 1. This is going to move 1, 2. And then our leader here is going to move 1, 2. Remember, we want to hold on to these objectives. That's one activation. See, now you wonder, geez, what do you do here? All right, second activation. We're going to use this leader to move everything. We're going to move up on a hill here. We're going to move 1, and this unit is going to move 2, 1, 2, and claim that there. That's a -1 to fire into a city. So that's 2 activations. So now we're going to have to initialize our third activation. See if we can do it. And what I want to do is I want to try to fire right into this panther. Okay. So let's see if we get our next activation. We do. So he's going to attempt to fire into that panther. He's going to roll 2d6 plus 1. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Firing out of a town. Can you fire out of a town? Town. Defense modifier. Oh, it costs 2 to go into a town. So he couldn't do that. And he only has a range of 2. 1, 2. Okay, so he could not get into that town. But, no, 1, 2. 1, 2. No, he can't fire anywhere. But we can, we already rolled for activation. We can try Kobayashi rocket. 1, 2, 3. That goes up to 5. We could try to hit the panther from there. So we already rolled that activation. So we're gonna keep on with that. So that unit is going to fire. It needs a 10. Plus 1 is 9, but that's not enough. So that's a fail. So let's try another activation. And 5, they get 4 activations. So he's going to try to fire into this unit there. What we do need, I think the only thing that you need is to know which ones that you already fired with. But I think that's pretty easy because of the way this is. So we're going to see if we can roll a 10 here. 6 plus 1, 6 plus 1 is 7. That ain't going to do it. So that's the end of the Russian turn. Okay, I think we got this. All right. So now we flip this over and we go to 2. Now here's where it gets tough because you only got 2 activations. You want to move, you want to get up there. And you want to be able to get those units. I'm going to go 1. I wonder if we move that panther right into that city. Because we could. We can go 1, 2, 3. That would be the total movement. And then we attack and try to take that out. That may not be a horrible move there. But we leave these guys wide open. Jeez, and we haven't even activated that unit there yet. Oh boy, and you got to be careful because you got to watch your flank because that's a -1 too. DRC Fungus, how are you? Mats Schultz, Big Bang. Glad to see you all. Zemi, I said hi to you, Dutch Yoda. Hope you guys are all doing well this fine morning. Just a little war in the morning to get your blood flowing. I think I have an idea. Bonus attacks. Let's see. Combat resolution. 12 is always a kill. Yeah. Add 1 to the roll if any of the attack activates. No. Okay. LOS. Everybody has LOS so far. Boy, it's tough. You don't know what to do here. Because you don't end up with a lot of... Yeah, okay. We have LOS, action points. Yeah, I'm doing it right. I'm just making sure that we're doing this right. Okay. Boy, I wonder if I should just shoot and try to take out one of these units. I'm going to... fire with this particular unit. And what we could do is just flip it over to designate that we used it. I'm going to fire and try to take out that T-34 right there. And that's not going to do it, that's for sure. Oh, wait a minute. That's an 8 plus 1 is 9. So that's a hit, because all you have to do is hit or equal. And each firing unit gets plus 1. All right, yeah. So one hit. Whoop. How about if I turn it over here? So we're firing into here. Sorry about that. I actually forgot to move that over. We're going to fire into here. We rolled an 8 plus 1 is 9. All you have to do is equal to or greater, and the unit is destroyed. So that unit is off the board. So our our Panther did a nice job there with our first roll there. Next, I'm going to, boy, 1, 2, 3. We got line of sight. Boy, if we could take that out, that'd actually be really, really good. Let's go for it. Let's try to take this particular unit out. We're going to try to take their boss out. 8 plus 1 is 9, and that's going to take that unit out. And that went, as far as firing is concerned. Now I'm going to try to push my luck here and move. No, that's the end of our activation, so let's flip those back over. All right, we're going to come back over here. Wow, that was some damage. And it's going to be turn 2 for the Russian group. So what's going to happen here, and let's go back here, is this group is, this leader is going to go right into this objective. So it costs 2 to get into the city, so that's going to be 2. That's 1 AP. Boy, do we back up the truck here? Or do we fire and try to take out that Panther? I think we fire and try to take out that Panther. 1, 2, 3. Line of sight. You're going to need a 10 there. So that's going to be a second AP. 9 plus 1 is 10. That's going to take the Panther out. Wow. Do these guys want to be aggressive and come over? I don't know. We're going to attempt to move this group here. Let's see if they can move it. 4, they can. So they have a movement of 2. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So they're coming over to try to take what they think they can take. All right. Wow, we already lost. We already had some victims here. All right, turn. Oh, let me turn my hat backwards so it doesn't keep popping in here. All right. Turn 3. Now here's where things are going to get a little bit interesting here. Want to take a look at something real quick, because turn 3 I can now activate. Turn 3 I can now activate my Stuka. We can get a little air raid in there, and it only uses one. So, jeez, this is a tough airstrikes. Some scenarios will allow a player to call for one or more airstrikes. Over the course of the game, to call an airstrike, a player must select a hex within 4 hexes and LOS of one of his units. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And spend 2 APs. If he does not have enough APs, the airstrike does not occur and his turn ends. Oof. Place a second airstrike counter in the hex. Well, again, and a third. And then, okay, whatever hits. Okay. I got to pop a few more counters here. Well, I don't think I'm going to try to do that because it's a little risky. It's a little risky. Next turn, I'd definitely try that. Okay, let me get all my airstrike counters out. There we go. So you need all 3 of them. All right, Stukas. We'll save those for later. All right, so now we really got to try to figure out where we want to go with this. E5150, what's up? All right, so we have 2 activations here. Let's move our Puma. That Puma's going to get chewed up. I'm going to move my Tiger up 1. That's going to be 1 activation. Has a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, we're still out of range. Going to move my Puma up 2. 1, 2. I'm going to move my Puma up 1. That's 2 activations. Let's see if we can get a 3rd activation. No, that's the end of the German turn. They only get, man, we are not getting a lot of activations here. All right, Soviet turn 3. They're doing exactly what they need to do. All right, let's see what happens here. He's up on a hill. He got 1, 2, 1, 2, and he's not in range. T85. T85 has a movement of 2, range of 3. He's going to move here. He's going to move here. That's going to be 2 activations. We're going to see if we get another one. Not a problem. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's going to attempt to fire here and try to destroy the Panther. That is a miss. We're going to try for their 4th activation. Move that unit. No, that's going to be a fail. They got 3 activations. Whew. All right. Now is a German turn 4. German turn 4. I have 1, 2, 3. Man, you don't have a ton of AP, so you're not sure what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Within 4 hexes in line of sight. All right. I think I could put it right on a unit. because I may try to do a little. Let's see. Airstrike remains. To resolve it, place one counter on a target hex. Plus, okay. Attack each unit or friendly unit. If the okay, I just want to make sure that you can put it on there. All right, I think we're going to go for an airstrike here. So we're going to start right here. And how this works is kind of interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put this right on there. This is my first one. Then we are going to roll a d6, and it's going to go 5. So it's going to go here. And then we roll our final one, 3, and it's going to go there. All right, that was pretty good. So now we're going to roll for each unit, okay? So this one is eliminated. Afternoon, everyone. My tabletop gaming group is currently playing Lords of Waterdeep on Tabletop Simulator and Discord. Technology is awesome. Gut Bomb, how you doing? What's up? Oh, Dan, how you doing? Hope everything's going good. And it's good to see you too, EX5150. Yeah, I got this in the mail yesterday, so I decided to do a live play of it. I think I'm doing it right. So I used 2 AP, so now this one doesn't mean anything, so we're going to take that one right off. And then we roll right here. So that's a 10. 10 plus 1. That's not going to do it. So that unit is not affected by that. And then, of course, that one right there. Oh, we just need a 7 there. Come on, let's get rid of that stupid thing. Yeah, that's going to do it no matter what. All right. That's how you airstrike. Now, I only think we got, in this scenario, we only get 1 airstrike. So hopefully I'm doing this right, Dan. Keep me honest here. Received 1 airstrike. Yep, that was a great one. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to attempt to fire here and see if I have an extra AP. I do not. That's the end. The Germans are only going to getting 2 AP per turn. This is getting ridiculous. All right, let's go over. Here we go. Geez, Dan, if I knew you were up, I would have done this on the other thing, and we could have just played together. That would have been cool. We'll have to do this together. I think we can do this. All right. It is now the Russian turn. Boy, the Russians need help here. So first thing they're going to do is that's going to be 1 activation. Get that T-34 into the town. Second activation, 1, 2, 3. We're going to try to shoot that Panther. 7 plus 1 is 8. That's not going to do it. Let's see if they get a third activation. He's going to attempt to move into this town, which means they would have all the objectives. No, that's the end of their turn. All right. We've got to creep up, and we've got to... First activation. Jeez. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Turn 5. German. Germans have not had enough activations in this whatsoever. Neutral, what's up? All of a sudden, Dan's quiet. How is this? How can this be? All right, let's see what we can do here. I told you we get some war games in. This is a war game channel. This is a role-playing channel. This is all kinds of things. You're going to see a lot more of this because not only are we going to do the Eastern Front, we're going to do the Western Front too. Then we're going to do some expansions. I'm trying to think what I need to do here. This Panthers, I mean, we've got to clear the way here. 1, 2, 3. That would get right up into that dude's face. One, 2. And then fire, +1. 1, 2. I can go 1, 2, 3. And stop them from getting that objective. That would be 1. And then fire, them firing into a town would be a -1. So they would get no bonus. I'm going to fire this bad boy here, see if we can take him out. We're going to have +1. Ah, 6. That ain't going to do it. So that's my 2 activations. Let's see if we can get a 3rd activation here. No. I mean, they have gotten this entire game just 2 activation points, and that's it. It's not even snowing yet. It's not even snowing. Jeez. All right. Well, this is going to get... This ain't going to be pretty. They're going to fire into here, try to get rid of this Panther. That's going to give them a -1 to anything they roll. That's not going to do it there. He's going to try it as well. That's an 11. -1 is a 10. That's the end of that Panther. Dang. Let's see if they get an extra activation point. They do. They're going to move in and claim that objective. Let's see if they get another activation point. No. That's the end of their turn. They get 3. They only get 3. Jeez. There's a lot of busted up tanks in this one. All right. Turn 6. They've got no choice, but they have to be aggressive now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can get... Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. That's a complete blunder. I keep on getting that number mixed up. It's 1, 2, and then 1. Let's see if they can get an extra activation point. 3. Okay, this time they do. So the Panther, it's a range 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to fire right here. I believe we have line of sight right there. So we're going to try to take out that T-34-85. That ain't going to do it. Tiger's going to fire into here at -1. Let's see if we get... And no, let's move this Tiger up. 4. We're going to be able to do that. We got to creep up there. We got to creep up there. All right. It is now... Oh, you missed a whole turn. Check your 6. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, what happened here is I moved these 2 up. This fired into here. Sorry about that. I'm not going to show the turn thing. I'll just show it every once in a while because I keep on forgetting to swap it over. They fired and he moved up 1. Sorry about that. So here. So Russian turn, so I'm just going to flip this counter over here. Turn 6. This guy's going to fire into here. Try to take out that Panther. 10. Wow. Germans just getting chewed up. 1, 2. No. Does he want to move 2? 1, 2. Yeah, he's going to try to block as much as he can. That's 2. So now he's going to take another activation, see if he can fire into the Tiger. No, he does not. That's the end of their turn. All right, now I'm just going to make sure that I do this right. Okay. German turn. He could essentially fire into his... That would be his rear arc. No. They're both in the front. Tiger's going to move. Tiger's going to move. Tiger's going to fire. Let's see if he can. On a 1 or 2, no. Yeah, he can fire. He's going to fire into this unit here. That's going to do it. Wow. Huge move by the Tiger. Huge move by the Tiger. Let's see if this Tiger can fire. On 1, 2, 3, we're done. No, we can. Tiger's going to fire into the... No, maybe I should move this up. No, I already declared it. We're going to fire into that unit right there. Let's see what happens. 5, 6. Nope, that ain't going to do it. Alright. Let's see what happens here. Turn 7. Russians. No, it is. You get so dialed in here. It's going to fire at the Tiger. No. Complete miss. Just going to turn that over. Going to fire at the Tiger. Complete miss. That's 2. Don't want to move anybody else. Let's see if we can move this guy to get in the way. No. That's the end of their activation. Alright, I know what I'm going to do here. It's something I haven't been using this entire turn. Let me think here. Alright, so we're going into turn 8. German resistance. Rob, thanks. I must go and feed the chickens, really. Take it easy, Dan. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, we're going to move this Tiger for 1 AP. Then we're going to fire into this unit for the 2nd AP. I have the ace underneath here, which allows me to re-roll anything that I fire. Come on, we need a 10 here. Oh, 7 plus 1 is 8. That ain't going to do it. So that's 2. That's 2. Now we're going to see if we can get an extra activation to move in here. We do. Now we're going to see if we can get an extra activation to move this unit. No, we're going to fire into here. No, that's the end of our turn. All right, here we go. Russian turn. We only got 2 more turns here. I say. This unit's going to fire into here. Nine, 10. No, that's not going to do it. This unit's going to fire into this tiger. That is a definite fail, no matter what. Let's see if they can get a extra activation. They do. This unit's going to move up. He's going to try to fire. Yeah, he's going to be able to. That's not going to do it. All right, turn 9. Something's got to happen here. German, turn 9. One, two. We got to blow some of these people out of the water. So we're going to try to take this dude right out. He's going to fire right into there. That's not going to do it. He's going to fire into here for second activation. 7. That's not going to do it. We're going to get... Okay. Yeah. He's going to move 1, 2. He's going to attempt to fire into there. So let's see if he does. Yes, he does. Now let's see if he can blow that thing up. I doubt it. 8 plus 1 is... No, that ain't going to do it. That's not going to do it. Russian, turn 9. I should have moved him, but... He's going to shoot at him. And gets him. Now it's the... They're going to shoot at him. Nope. See if they get an extra activation. Nope. Turn 10. Let's see what happens here. German turn 10. It's going to fire into this unit right there. -1. That's 9. Oh, that's 9. Because he gets +1, -1 for shooting into a town. That's it. Now he's going to move in. So it was an even money shot. So he actually got it. So we got that. Now we got to see if we can get an activation. Yes, we do. He's going to fire into here at minus 1. So it's actually no modifier. He needs a 9. No. That's the end of that. Move. Well, that ain't going to do anything. We don't want to get in his rear arc. But it's now the Russian turn 10. He can get in his rear arc. Minus 1. He's going to roll. Oh, he destroyed it. Oh, I could have re-rolled that too. Forget it. That's all right. Destroyed him. So that's 2 activations. Let's see if they get a 3rd activation. They do. He's going to fire into there. That's a miss. 4th activation wouldn't matter anything. All right, let's see what the conditions are for winning this. That's 10 turns. It's as simple as that. I think I goofed a couple things, but they're not clear here. But I'll double check it. Okay, victory. If either player destroys all the enemy units, he wins. There's only 1 unit left. Otherwise, the player who controls 2 of these hexes, D3, J3, L5, at the end of turn 10 wins. All town hexes begin the game under Soviet control. So we only were able to, as the Germans, get 1 control, but they controlled these 2 towns. So the Soviets have held out. Unbelievable. Phenomenal. That's a good game. I like this game a lot. A real lot. Tank on tank. The rules, there's not a lot to it. I mean, that airstrike helped. Not getting enough AP to move everything up did not help. You can't stack anything. I think I didn't use the headquarters correctly. Headquarters bonus, you can pay an AP to bring them back, but they could have paid an AP to bring one of them back, but they couldn't have brought it back if they didn't have the movement. Entry of reinforcements. I think we played it out pretty well. That's the first battle today. Line of sight, I had that all figured out. Okay. You just can't roll. So I'm going to take a look. You can design your own scenarios, which is phenomenal. That was the first scenario. The second one is Fire Brigade. Uses the same thing. Soviet setup, 3 T-34s, 7 T-34s, 2 IS-2s. Deploy 8 units in hex rows P and Q. So you're going this way now. Okay. Let's find out. Germans get Panzer IV, an AT gun, infantry, which is something different, 3 Panzer IVs, improved position, deploy hexes A to run. Beginning on turn 5, Panther headquarters, a Tiger, Tiger Ace, Panther, enter A4 or D9. Soviet player always receives 4 action points on turn 1. If either player destroys all units, he wins. Otherwise, the game ends on turn. I think we'll do this afternoon. That'll be interesting. And then there's certain victory points for holding certain things. Okay. This is cool. You guys want to see more of this stuff? And smash that like button. Looks like somebody got up early. I appreciate it. And if you don't follow us on Twitch, if you can go over and give us a follow, I would appreciate it. Get a dancing Pikachu. We got a lot of things planned, like I said. I wanted to get some wargaming in for sure. And this tank on tanks, I'll show you what else I got, matter of fact. This would be interesting too. Savage Wilderness. I got Heart of Darkness, Nuclear Winter 68. This was the game that Dan was talking about. So I want to take a look at that because it's nothing good happens. It's all zombies and great stuff like that. Here's the Nuclear Winter itself. Oh man, there's some nasty bugs in here. We got West Front. We got the oversized maps for Normandy. Defenders of the Rhine for Tanks on Tanks. I believe this is West Front. Yep, West Front. We also got Red Storm in the Valley. More goodness. Just more goodness. And that's what I'm talking about. And then we also got a quick reference guide for Lock and Load Tactical. I mean, really? That's pretty cool. So we got a lot of really cool stuff that I'm anxious to check out and work with. That is for sure. So, oh, look at that. EX51 wants to see more war games. All right, we can do that. We can do that. Oh, what else did I get here? Oh, yeah, no, I said that, right? I'm just going to fit that in there for now. And there you go. All right, so if you can just, like I said, just follow us on YouTube. And also, of course, on Twitch. I'd appreciate it greatly. And this was a lot of fun. I may want to. I'm gonna check a few things. I want to make sure that I got that right, a couple of the things right. I may have bungled a couple things, but if I did, when we come back later this afternoon, or more or less, I think this evening, we will definitely fix whatever we did wrong. But this game is fun. It's easy, it's quick, it's enjoyable, and it plays very well. It's very smooth. I think you guys will enjoy it. Maybe we'll play the same scenario again over and see if the Germans can you know, do it back a little bit. And next time I got to make sure that I switch the card over a little bit more. All right. I think we covered it. We had some fun with this. We'll be back this afternoon without a doubt. Guys, thank you so much for getting up early and watching this with me. I hope you enjoy it. Check it out. All of them, please. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that, EX 5150. That's for sure. So, again, thanks for sticking your head in here. We will see